The RISE Co-Director, Professor Ramirez, the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Learning and Teaching, Fiji National University, Professor Lako, Acting Permanent Secretary for Health and Medical Services, members of the Diplomatic Corps, especially representatives from the New Zealand's Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Department of Trade, senior government officials, representatives of non-governmental organizations and faith-based organizations that are present here today, including all the church leaders, members of the academia, including professors from the Monash University, as well as from our own university, Fiji National University. Also acknowledge the presence of the Acting Chief Executive Officer of the Suva City Council, as well as representative from the Nosori Town Councils. Community leaders, they're also present here, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. I'm privileged and also honored to be here to address you all this morning. And I must thank the Vice Chancellor's Office, as well as the Pro-Vice Chancellor of the Fiji National University, as well as the Monash University for hosting this event here today. For me personally, it's a very important occasion as well as an event for all of us. Before we came up here this morning, I was sharing a few experiences with the professor. And I told him, you know, informal ceremonies are really a big challenge here in Fiji. And one of those informal ceremonies are those where the poorest of the poor reside. And I thank Dr. Salusalu for sharing us a very important message this morning. And I think it's an opportune time now for us to reach out to these people and also try and come up with very innovative, very practicable strategies. And I'm so excited with having nature-based solutions as we try and help these vulnerable communities. I must thank all of you for your presence here today. It's a testament that you're part of this journey in trying to help those that reside in these very informal settlements. You talk about informal settlements, these are settlements where they don't have access to basic services, basic amenities, basic sanitation, basic water supply. And if you have a chance to go through these, to go and visit these settlements, the ones that have been that are now being assisted by the program, RISE, I invite all of you to at least also try and visit some of these settlements and see for yourselves the situation that we're in right now and ask a lot of questions how best we can assist as community leaders, as also as academics, as well as government institutions trying to help those people that reside, that live in these informal settlements. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the very first symposium for this program, which is Revitalising Informal Settlements and the Environments, here at the National University at Maciu campus. Once again, extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for taking out time from your busy schedules to engage in these valuable discussions about nature-based and decentralized revitalization strategies. Presence here demonstrates our shared commitments and responsibilities to address the critical issues surrounding informal settlements in Fiji. As I deliver my speech to you this morning, I'm wearing two hats. My capacity as a Minister for Housing and Local Government, as well as Acting Minister for Health and Medical Services. I must thank the Acting Permanent Secretary for your presence here today. So my speech will be a combination of both. Some of the initiatives that are taken by the Ministry of Housing, as well as local government, as well as the supporting services that are provided by the Ministry of Health. Now with the theme, Leaving No One Behind, Partnership for Improving Community Health through Safely Managed Sanitation for All, the coalition government through the Ministry of Housing has continued to support RISE Fiji in ensuring that all Fijians have access to adequate, safe and affordable housing, basic services and revitalizing informal settlements here in Fiji. Since its inception in 2017, the RISE program has pioneered research in decentralized wastewater management using nature-based solutions. The goal is to provide evidence that such systems can effectively enhance the living conditions of our communities with ambition of improving residents' overall health and well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, the coalition government, through the Ministry of Housing, is steadfast in its commitment to shaping Fiji's housing landscape through immaculate strategy planning and policy formulation. Funding assistance of $1 million has been approved for the fiscal year 2023-2024, this is the last financial year, an additional $1 million in the current financial year, which is 2024 and 2025 budget. These funds are to support the RISE program to enhance access to sanitation services and improve drainage in our informal settlements. Excuse me. The ministry is also undertaking an institutional reform via the review of the 2011 National Housing Policy with the aim of addressing the complexities of rapid urban growth and facilitate the harmonizing of land development aspects to enhance forward planning. And it's very interesting to know now that there are more people living in the urban areas than in the rural areas. And now we continue to receive a lot of complaints on people now going into lands that they don't own to squatter and reside in those areas. And it's a challenge now for the ministry and also for government to address these basic housing challenges, basic housing demand. Ladies and gentlemen, in this financial year, we're excited to have New Zealand Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade alongside Fiji's Ministry of Housing as key stakeholders, providing governance, oversight and technical advice. Through this bilateral partnership, the New Zealand MFET aims to support Fiji's ambition to improve socioeconomic outcomes for low-income families as well as households in Fiji through improved access to quality, affordable housing, support good governance between the partners, and facilitate efficient management of resources for greater efficiency and impact. The scope of the Fiji-New Zealand MFET bilateral arrangement, among others, include co-funding the RISE program to further provide infrastructure and sanitation management systems to the housing and landscape of 6 informal settlements in the greater Suva area. Ladies and gentlemen, the objective of the RISE program is to improve basic sanitation services in our communities to improve overall health and well-being of our community residents, and this supported and implemented by Monash University. Both the Ministry of Housing and ZMFET provide governance and oversight in these activities. Through these initiatives, the RISE program aims to eliminate the risk of exposure to contamination or reduce the community's risk to exposure to contamination by at least 80%. This is done by treating wastewater in this community, and reducing exposure by alleviating flooding and introducing interventions that disrupt the pathway of pathogens from the environment to humans. And as we look ahead, rice operations are closely aligned with Fiji's commitment to the 2030 UN Agenda for Sustainable Development, particularly the Sustainable Development Goal, or SDG 11, which aims to ensure cities and settlements are inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. The programs are designed to enhance housing conditions for Fijians, upholding the right to accessible and adequate housing, enshrined in Section 35 of the Fiji Constitution. The Ministry of Housing and RISE Fiji are committed to realizing the goal of providing the effective system that ensures accessible and adequate housing, as also outlined in 2025 to 2029 National Development Plan and Vision for 2050. With more than 250 informal settlements, I was just sharing this, Professor, this morning. We have a lot of informal settlements in Fiji. So with these informal settlements, housing about 25% of our population, that's really a big challenge. The Ministry is collaborating with partners to implement urgent upgrades. As you're also aware, we're also now in the process of formalizing about 48 informal settlements around our country. And with our work with the RISE, as well as with consultations with several partner agencies like Ministry of Health and Medical Services, Ministry of Infrastructure, Ministry of Lands and Mineral Resources, as well as Tauke Land Transport and the Water Authority of Fiji, to trial new water-sensitive interventions in 13 urban informal settlements in Suva, benefiting approximately 3,600 residents. And the construction on the remaining sites, 5 sites in Suva, will continue through till the end of 2024. And to further amplify the impact of the RISE program, we are establishing an inter-agency task force that will bring together key stakeholders and delivery partners. This high-level task force will build on the work of the existing RISE Technical Coordination Committee, which meets monthly to drive our collective efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, health is a vital element that connects with various sustainable development goals, particularly goal number 3, which aims to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all ages. To support this goal, the Ministry of Health and Medical Services is dedicated to establishing strong, efficient, and equitable health systems for all communities as part of the 2025 to 2029 National Development Goals. The global health pandemic and the increase in non-communicable diseases have significantly strained our health system, a situation exacerbated by lifestyle choices, consumption patterns, and population growth. In response, the government is implementing innovative measures and strategies to modernize our health system and meet increasing demands. And to fully realize the potential of the RISE program, a collaborative and comprehensive multi-stakeholder approach is essential. This will enable the integration of RISE initiatives into government's framework, helping to alleviate health issues that impact the quality of life for all Fijians. Sorry, I think I'm still having a lot of cold, and please forgive me for that. Ladies and gentlemen, the research conducted by RISE deserves commendation, as it plays a crucial role in facilitating effective wastewater treatment, essential for reducing the spread of waterborne diseases. This research will help identify pathogens and contaminants, leading to improved treatment methods. Ladies and gentlemen, our discussion today will focus on exploring best practices, sharing lessons learned, and highlighting case studies that illustrate how the RISE approach can support government initiatives in addressing challenges faced by the informal settlement residents. The goal for this symposium is to foster collaboration among various stakeholders and lay the groundwork for the inter-agency task force, enhancing the partnership between RISE, government and non-government organization partners. Fostering collaborations among various stakeholders is essential for addressing the complex challenges posed by informal settlements and ensuring the successful implementation of the RISE program. By bringing together government agencies, NGOs, academic institutions, and community representatives, we can create a multifaceted approach to problem solving that draws on diverse expertise and perspectives of all involved. Our collaboration today, ladies and gentlemen, should help us identify shared goals where we can create a unified vision for upgrading informal settlements. Understanding common goals such as improving health outcomes, enhancing sanitation, and building resilient communities will of course foster a sense of partnership and collective responsibility. We have with us a diverse group of participants who are here with their wealth of knowledge and unique skills, and this is an opportune time to leverage expertise and involve community voices. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to encourage everyone to actively participate in the panel discussions and breakout sessions and connect with new colleagues throughout the day to drive meaningful change in the revitalization of informal settlements in Fiji. Together, we can address the pressing challenges facing our communities and work towards a healthier and more equitable future for all. Thank you very much. I hope all of you are going to have a very enjoyable and a very fruitful discussions, sharing of experiences, sharing knowledge, sharing of information today. May God bless us all. Naka.